After just 5 years in law school, Brandon Cammack was hired to serve under the suspended attorney general as his special counsel. Bringing him on went against the advice of some of Paxton's top aides.
Well, today we are learning much more about what happened during Cammack's time in that role. Jason Wheeler joins us live from Austin. Now, Jason, Cammack was on that stand longer than any other witness today.
He was. In fact, Izzy, they've been spinning through those witnesses here in the last 90 minutes or so. But as you mentioned, before we got to that, a witness central to the entire impeachment here was on the stand for most of the day. That man is Brandon Cammack. He is the Houston lawyer we've heard so much about. He was hired back in 2020 by Ken Paxton as a special prosecutor in his office. That was against the advice of Paxton's senior staff. Now, Cammack says that Paxton told him to find the truth about the conspiracy claims being made by Paxton's donor friend Nate Paul, who was complaining he was done wrong in a federal investigation. Cammack said he came to believe that those claims were convincing. Now, he talked about how the Attorney General communicated with him using encrypted email and an encrypted messaging app, and how he kept the AG apprised through every step of his investigation. That investigation prompted Paxton's staff to send Cammack a demand to stop the work he was doing. He says Paxton told him to keep pushing anyway. Then, as top staffers in the AG office became whistleblowers against Paxton, though, Cammack says that Paxton and a few others took him to a nearby cafe, told him he wasn't getting the $14,000 he had billed to the AG's office for all of his work, and that they then unceremoniously dumped him from the case.
What happened then?
Yeah, they left the Starbucks and tried to get in the car and drive off. I said, "Excuse me, can I get a ride back to my car?"
Are you saying that these guys took you over to a Starbucks outside the office, terminated your contract, told you you weren't going to get paid, and then drove off? And if you hadn't said, wait, I got my car, they'd have left you in the street?
That's what it looked like.
So the prosecution especially spent a lot of valuable time on that testimony today. Both sides are expected to wrap up sometime perhaps early Thursday and get this case to these senator jurors so that they can begin deliberating. If that timeline plays out the way that the lieutenant governor, who is the presiding officer here, believes that it will, that means that we will probably have a lot of ground for both sides to cover in testimony tomorrow. So tomorrow should be a very big day here. Chris and Izzy. All
right, Jason, get your rest. This historic trial could come to a close by the end of the week, and we want to keep you informed. Investigative reporter Tanya Iser and our team of experts are breaking down the trial until the moment it ends. You can watch it on our streaming app, WFAA Plus, and if you're on the go, it's streaming on YouTube and WFAA.com.